Cougar Broadcasting Network headquarters, this is CBN News.
Hello and welcome. Today we are with Anna Green, Area Coordinator for Share Southwest, an organization that has been bringing diversity to American high schools for the last 33 years. And here with us is also Konstantin Zale and Katerina Wolf. Thank you guys for being with me, and thank you for accepting this interview. It's a pleasure for me having you guys here. I would like to start asking you, Ms. Green, about the exchange program. What are the steps that students like Konstantin and Katerina have to take every year to become exchange students?
Wow, it's a long process, actually. First of all, each country is a different step and a different timing. The students have to, obviously, first of all, talk to their parents to make sure this is something that their parents agree with them to do, because they're going to be in the United States or perhaps in another country for 10 months. They have to apply with the overseas organization and most of all, be accepted by the organization. Not every student that applies will be accepted by the organization. And then they submit the application to the United States, to the overseas organization, to the local organization here. And we also have to accept the students. So they have to go to about 2 different types of acceptance from overseas and from the United States.
How long does it take?
I'm not very sure. It depends on the organizations. I know that I believe Konstantin applied earlier last year, so it takes a long time. And then they sit and wait. Once they have been accepted, they sit and wait, hoping that they find a host family.
Yes.
And that's the hardest part.
Does Share Southwest offer any exchange programs for American students?
We really don't share some, but we can guide you guys how to go about it, doing it. They have a volunteer services that we do have if they want to do volunteer services overseas.
Yes, I understand that that's with Volunteer International Partnership. Can you tell us more about the volunteer programs?
With the students going overseas?
Yes, American students.
The American students, whatever field they may want to have internationally, whatever field they may want to have in their lives, whether it's farming or, like FFA or whatever, they need to also apply, and they have to be able to speak the other language. So for say, if you wanted to go to Germany to volunteer over there, you have to have some knowledge of the German language.
Yeah, German language.
Right.
Share Southwest is always looking for new families who want to open their homes and their hearts. What is the process of becoming a host family?
Well, first of all, when the families want to become a host family, they need to contact me, and my phone number is 281-328-8880. We also have a website, and that website is www.sharesouthwest.org. They need to fill up a host family application. They need to be accepted by the organization. They need to complete a criminal background check. And the families have to just be able to be willing to open their hearts and their home to the students. The students bring their own spending money, their own medical insurance, and as you guys know, they speak English. And they're going to be part of your family every year, the whole 10 months, correct?
And you've been actually a host parent for a couple of years now.
Absolutely.
What is the most rewarding experience of being a host parent? Having a person from another culture, another country into your home?
Yeah, I think the most rewarding part for me is because I'm not from the United States, I'm from Peru. I have always been able to integrate the cultures, the different culture, not just mine, but my exchange students to my children.
Yes.
And they have been able to learn what all the different cultures are and keep in touch with them. Like a couple of days ago was my birthday, and Francesca called me, and you guys know Francesca.
Yeah, Francesca, Italian exchange student who was with us.
From last year, yes. Right, yeah. So, and just watch them grow, and they're like my children, and I still communicate with them, and and I'm part of their life, and they're part of ours.
Exactly.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Crosby Environmental Services.
And now you guys, okay, so now it's gonna switch over here. How do you guys become interested in becoming exchange students, Katarina first?
My brother was 4 years ago an exchange student in Missouri, and he really enjoyed this year, and so I wanted to become an exchange student too.
You, Konstantin?
Actually, my mom told me about that, and I love this idea, and I just wanted to go to America.
And so how you guys like Crosby so far? Katarina?
I love it.
You like
It's
Crosby?
really cool, yeah.
And
Yeah, it's great. Everybody's friendly, and we're welcome.
what about Crosby High School?
It's a very, very nice school. It's very great.
So what do you guys expect to achieve from this program at the end of this year? Or Katarina?
I doesn't expect really anything, but I hope that it will be a really nice year and that it will be something for a lifetime.
Konstantin?
I might expect to have a nice time, get to know interesting people, nice people, and have an unforgettable time.
What would you guys say to all those American students who are thinking of becoming exchange students, but they fear that like the first few weeks they will become homesick? What would you guys say to all those students?
I think it's normal when you're first time homesick, but you're so nice people and everybody wants to help you. And you just have to talk with your host family or with your coordinator or with friends here, and then you will be fine.
I think just try it, and you can just benefit from it. It's great.
Now let's talk about differences. What is the main difference that you find between American high schools and German gymnasiums, which are like high schools? So what is the main difference that you guys find between high schools and German high schools?
I think
American high schools and German high schools.
the greatest difference is the school spirit. In America, every single student is proud of their school, and it's just proud of everything they make here, and they love to go to school and do sports. And in Germany, it's just get out of school and do something for your own.
Yeah. So what about the lifestyle? What is the main difference that you find between a typical day in America and a typical day in Germany?
Lifestyle, I would say in Germany it's a bit slower. In America you do many more things, and it's just do everything you want to do and you can do in all day. It's very fast.
Exactly. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm always tired because I don't get enough sleep.
You play tennis, soccer,
Yeah.
school.
When I come home, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's an experience of a lifetime? Do you guys think it's worth it
Absolutely.
to come to another country?
Absolutely.
Okay, so thank you guys for being with us and for accepting this interview. So I mean, once again, thank you for letting us interview you guys. Thank you, Ms. Green, for bringing diversity to Crosby High School, and I hope this continues for many years.
Me too. I
Okay,
hope
so we're
Thank
looking
you.
forward for more exchange students next year. And
Absolutely.
okay, so thank you for joining us today. My name is Carlos Valenzuela, and we'll see us back very soon. Take care.